Hello, everybody. My name is Nadine, and today I'm going to do a reading with the intentions that this reaches those who are going through a sense of awakening to new desires in their life, to those who are awakening through this COVID thing. A lot of us have had to stay at home, and a lot of emotions and truths within ourselves have been brought to the surface because of the fact that you don't have any of these outside distractions. Okay, we haven't had these shopping malls to go to, and the movie theaters to go to, and parties and clubs or whatever it is that we do to not only entertain ourselves, but a lot of times people use them to distract themselves from their inner thoughts, from their true selves, from their life, from their struggles, from the inner struggles. Instead of dealing with those things, um, people tend to go out and shop instead. Get your mind off of it. Go shop. Um, go out with friends. Go have some drinks and not think about it. Not think about your issues, your desires, your worries. Stuff like that. So this card reading, I had already recorded it. This happens often, which distracts me and kind of it 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 upsets me because I have a perfectly run video and I hit stop recording. I go back to look at it and there's nothing there. The file's gone. So I'm recording this again. I'm going to try and brush through. I've already pulled the cards on camera first time. And it's just such a great message that I did not want to re-pull cards again. Okay. So again, this message is for those who are looking for something more, who have come to the um, to all new knowing through this COVID time that either they are not happy with their job, they are not happy with their relationship, a significant friendship, maybe the relationship with your children. Maybe there's work that can be done there, and maybe just your relationship with self. Okay, so for those who have come to this knowing, and have this feeling that there is something more in life to their life besides just the monetary aspect of life. A lot of people may have woken up to a disturbance in their financial stability because of this COVID thing, and those people are who I'm trying to reach. Whoever happens, my intention is that they click on this video and realize, what, there is something more to life. That is what I'm going through. That is how I'm feeling. And this. So we're gonna just go ahead and start here so that my video doesn't stop recording again. Okay, so the first card I pulled for this spread, the question for the first card is, where are we coming from? Or where have we been, or where are we coming from? Okay, a place that we are coming from. Okay, and that is the Nine of Winter came out. Okay, I'm going to have to hold on a second. Okay, I'm gonna turn this light on over here. I apologize. I'm not gonna stop recording it because something will go wrong probably. Okay, we need a little bit of light, so hoping that helps. Okay, that might be a little bit too bright. Okay, Okay, so that was the nine of winter. Okay, and again, this is where we are coming from. Okay, where we've been or where we're coming from. This card says unfounded fear. We are coming from a place. This group here is coming from a place, and I say we because we are a collective. We are all connected. Okay, we're coming from a place of unfounded fear, focusing on worst case scenarios, allowing worry to grow out of proportion to the problem. So this can be in connection with what I was saying about the financial security. A lot of people have been awakened or troubled by having to dip into their savings to stay afloat. I know that it's very unfortunate that people are struggling to keep in their homes because of this. Businesses have shut down because of this. We had a Subway not too far from me, and it's shut down because of this. First, there was a sign saying, oh, meet our other, the sister Subway or whatever down the street. And then now it's just the sign is off the building. There's no Subway there anymore. So, and where before there was a very busy corner, it was busy all the time there, So it's very unfortunate, but maybe we're coming from a place of unfounded fear. There's nothing to fear because this COVID thing had a deeper meaning. Okay, it has a meaning to wake us up into what is more important. Okay, the next card that came out, the question was, where are we now? In this very moment, in this time that you are watching this video, in this time that for myself that I am making this video, where are we now? The Ace of Winter came out. There's a big white tiger on the side of this on the, of this fairy, and the fairy is actually wearing purple, violet, and that is for the that signifies the heart chakra. I'm sorry, the heart. I don't know why I said that. The crown chakra. So it's winter here. Okay, very cold out. It says where we are now. Don't be deterred by challenges along the way. It's important to communicate clearly and accurately. Amazing new ideas that should be implemented. Okay, so where we are now is coming to a place where we will see some challenges coming up. Because why? We have noticed things that we are not happy with in our lives. Maybe, we've noticed things that we are not happy with, whether it be in the financial aspect, maybe the way we make our money, being home from work. Maybe some of you hated going to work, hated your jobs, and hopefully, you're lucky enough to be with one of those companies that you're being paid to stay home, because this was not something, that you voluntarily, this was something brought upon you. Okay, so but don't be deterred by the challenges along the way. There's going to be challenges to change. Okay, it's important to communicate clearly and accurately. Right now we're in a place where we want to be honest with not only the people around us, not only the people in the relationships maybe that we have had time to review and to explore, being at home and not having the distractions on the outside to avoid issues that we have in our relationships, issues that we have with our jobs, issues that we have with our children at home, and anything. Okay, so it's important to communicate accurately your desires, what you want. Do you want to change your job? Do you want to keep your job, but there are changes that you require to be happy, to remain happy and to remain a productive employee? Okay? Are there changes? Do you be clear with your children? Are there changes that you desire in your relationship with your children or your marriage? or a friendship or your partner, whatever it may be. Amazing new ideas should be implemented. Now, we've all had time to sit and think within ourselves because of this COVID. And although many have lost their lives, I understand this. No way am I saying that this thing, that the virus and the deaths were a blessing, but there was there is, because it's still going on, there is an underlying reason. The divine God made this virus for a reason. So there are things that came up that can evolve into a blessing because of this COVID um, virus and because of the stay at home orders. Okay. So with those new ideas that you have had time to think about, they they are worth exploring. Okay, they are worth being taken action on. Okay, the next card is the question was, where is spirit, where is the divine guiding us? Okay, where is the divine guiding us? And that we got the Ace of Spring. Okay, and it says it's time to take action. The divine wants us to now, after we've had time to come out of, again, we're coming out of a fear, unfounded fear. We're now, right now, in a time of making changes and doing it in a way where we do not fear, because the divine will guide us. Where is the divine guiding us? It's time to take action. Okay, make those changes. It says here, be fearless and happily pursue your most treasured dreams. And then it also says amazing career opportunities. So, again, with this awakening that a lot of people have gone through this COVID, Spirit is saying take action now to the things that, and take action fearlessly to the things that mean most to you. It's time to stop avoiding the uncomfortable conversation about what you want at work, the uncomfortable conversation about what you want in your marriage or in your relationship or with your children. Maybe you have teenage children. Teenage children can be hard. I have a teenager, and I always try to keep an um, open communication with her. It's a two-way road, and children are very, very precious. I just want to say that right now. It is very. I would really appreciate it if the viewers, whoever views here, keeps in their prayers the children of the world. Okay, children are the most innocent things, and some children are not in the best place and being victimized, and just to send out loving, healing, violet flame healing prayers to these children, I would really, really appreciate that. Anyway, just going back to what Spirit is guiding us to. Spirit is guiding us to per, pursue those dreams that will fulfill us internally, not just externally, not just monetary. Where a lot of people are stuck in jobs that because it pays the bills and it pays well, but it's not feeding your soul. Okay. And then it closes out with amazing career opportunities. So maybe if you voice that to your employer, maybe you will get that promotion that you're wanting. Maybe if you voice concerns of values that don't align with yours in the workplace, maybe you will be recognized and appreciated, shown some kind of recognition, and shown some kind of appreciation from your employee for pointing out those things. Um, maybe you'll be, maybe through this time, and you coming to the realization that you're working, doing something that you don't want to do, that does not align with your sole purpose, or soul wishes or values at all. Maybe it's time to make that career change, and by doing that, that's where spirit is guiding you, then you will very well be directed in the right direction, and maybe a fulfilling job is in your future. Okay. The fourth card, which I wasn't sure if I wanted to include in the regular spread I'll be doing, but I think I may, or just as I feel. But today I did. And the fourth card, the question is, um, not where is the divine guiding you, but where might your ego be guiding you? Okay. A lot of times we feel confused to make decisions, and it's our heart, the fight between your mind and your heart, and the ego tends to live in your mind. Okay, so where might your ego be leading you? It says here that it's the three of autumn. Okay, it's the three of autumn, and it says follow your passion when it comes to your career. Career came up an awful lot. Okay, in this reading, follow your passion when it comes to your career. Be the best at what you do. Okay, be the best at what you do. Being compensated for your creative talents. So, again, if you come to your employer with a new idea, with a offer of, uh, not an offer, with a request for a promotion, maybe, um, because do it because you know you're worth it. Even your ego and the divine, are actually right along. They're in sync right now. Okay, and that's a good thing. The ego is not a bad thing. Okay, a lot of people think you have to suppress your ego, but no, your ego is there. You have to keep your ego in check, that's for sure, because um, you can have such a big ego. When you let your ego get out of control, your ego can actually get you into some trouble, right? If you go into your employer's office with this big ego, thinking that you are replaceable. Sorry, everybody's replaceable, in a sense. um, especially, you can't let your ego get away with you so much that you are just the best of the best, because then that turns what, narcissistic, right? So you don't want that. But right now your ego is definitely saying, um, you know follow your passion when it comes to your career, Shane, when it comes to your work. Do what you are passionate about. If that means a career change, and that this realization has come up through the COVID stay at home order, from you being at home thinking and just focusing, on your true self, what you truly want, no longer wearing, again, you can be wearing a mask in your relationship, in your job place, not living your true, authentic, soul's purpose. So your ego is saying, go for it. Okay, go for it. Go for the change in career. Go for the promotion. Go for what you know you are worth. Okay. Now, the first card here, I pulled some tarot to clarify these messages up here. And the first question for the tarot was, what are our conscious blockages to getting to where we have to go, to getting to where spirit is guiding us? Okay. And again, that can be in work, that can be in relationship, um, in relationships of any kind. Okay. So, what consciously is blocking us is the Ace of Swords, which talks about true and, just the utter truth, just the simple soul's truth. Okay, expressing. If this is a block, then it's, not speaking your truth. Okay, not like this Ace of Winter says. Don't be deterred. It says communicate clearly what you want. It's important to communicate clearly. So what's blocking us is not sharing our truth, our authentic truth, what we want out of our job, what we want out of our relationships, what we want out of our friendships, whatever it may be. Okay, that's a blockage. So we have to, get the courage to be authentic. And it's scary to be authentic because we're afraid of, everybody's afraid of being judged, and the only one, you know that's really, a false fear, like the first card, it's an unfounded fear. Okay. The next question, and two cards came out, was what are the subconscious blocks to getting to where we need to go. The subconscious blocks was interesting. It was strength and the star card, which the star is like, that wish, that wish fulfillment. Also like spiritual healing. And the strength is about, courage and just having that inner strength. So this being in the subconscious, these two cards being in the subconscious block, maybe inside, subconsciously you feel you're not worthy of this wish that you want. You're of living the life that you want. Maybe you're not worthy of asking in your relationship for that you need more, that you're not being reciprocated, what you're giving. You're not feeling that give and take. Maybe you subconsciously, um, you don't feel you're strong enough to make those changes. Because what if they don't work out? What if you ask your boss for a promotion and they say no? What if you move on to another job and it doesn't work out, or you quit your job and you can't, be, uh, another job doesn't come right away. You have those, so those are those subconscious blocks. I am a very big believer, and I use binarials and subliminal messages to reprogram, you know, and I don't see anything wrong with that because we're programmed our whole life from birth to adulthood. We have been programmed a certain way through our parents, believing that they are teaching us the best, but really just teaching us from what they experienced as a child, in their childhood, their fears, their obstacles, so they and then start programming us to believe a certain way or work or live a certain way. And so to to reprogram your subconscious to believe in yourself, to believe you do have the strength and you are worth this star card. You are worth the healing, you are worth that wish, you know. It's something needed. So work on that. Ask the angels to come in and help you with that. Okay. So I want to just check the clock. Okay. Also, okay, the next question was, what are your involuntary actions that you are taking throughout your day? Okay. Throughout your day, what are you doing that you don't want to do, but you have to do? Involuntary. And the Nine of Pentacles came out. So the Nine of Pentacles is about independence. You see her solo. Um, this person is solo yet independent,